coming up on Double Take Sports Talk with the Watch Brothers. A new year in the NFL. Of course, we will kick this baby off with our predictions of Week 1. And also, we'll have our final thoughts of this show. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Double Take Sports Talk is next. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Double Take Sports Talk with the Watch Brothers. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Gerald Watts on the opposite side. Say hello to Gerald Watts, everybody.
Yep. Welcome to a new season of the NFL. All
New
right,
season.
we are here.
Yes, sir. We are here. New season of the NFL. But rather everybody's excited, except some teams. Like out there for the sake of it, like the San Francisco 49ers.
The Cleveland Browns, man.
Well, I think they might have a good bounce back season.
They might.
I think they might do a little better this year, but
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. I kind of questioned the draft, the draft and stuff like that, but I don't know. It might.
Their quarterback is looking decent. I guess.
Yeah, I agree with that. That I agree too. All right. In the means of speaking, of course, we will have our Week 1 predictions of this upcoming games, including, of course, the Thursday night game of the Chiefs and the Patriots. It's going to be a very interesting game. And then, of course, we'll have our final thoughts of this portion of the podcast. Darren, you ready to rock this one?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Our very first, since from last year, predictions of Week 1. This is going to be off the charts. So, with that being said, got your thinking cap on there, and you're ready to go ahead and predict every game from Week 1?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's start off with the Thursday night game. Thursday, September 7th, 8:30 p.m. on NBC. We had the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. Daryl, who do you have in this game?
I didn't want to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Me either, Daryl. Me
I got
either.
the Patriots.
I'm with you, but I don't want to either. But I got New England in this game, and I don't want to have them.
But yeah, it's got to happen.
I really
like the Chiefs. Yes, I like the Chiefs.
I really like Kansas City to win this game, but I
can't see it. I
can't see that now.
Wouldn't that be a rematch of the AFC divisional?
I think so.
I know they met in the playoffs. I just don't remember if it was last year or the year before that. I don't remember. Oh well.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I was in the process of looking it up, but I think it was last. It might have been.
I think it was the. I really think it was the divisionals. No, it wasn't.
Year.
No.
You're not thinking it's last year?
I don't think it was last year.
No, it wasn't, because they faced the Texans and then they faced the. No, that was the Chiefs. The Chiefs faced the Steelers. The Steelers.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was.
The Steelers went on to. Let's see, they didn't even play.
They went on to the championship game against New England.
Right.
Last year.
And then they lost. They got blown out.
Yeah, they got blown out. Yeah.
So that was 2016, and then 2015 was. There's your rematch right there.
Yeah.
Divisionals.
Yeah.
2015.
Yeah.
They lost by a touchdown. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me keep it moving before I change my mind.
Yeah, keep it moving there.
All right. Next game, we have the Sunday games now. Sunday, September 10th. We have our first game, 1:00 p.m. Eastern time on CBS. We have the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Wow, this is going to be interesting. Who you have in this game?
I got the Bills. Point blank period. Even though Tyrod Taylor, is that his name? Tyrod Taylor or Taylor Tyrod?
I thought he got released.
No, he is in concussion protocol, and he is practicing with the team. But I don't think he's been released.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, yeah, I'm going with the Buffalo Bills in this game.
Fair.
I'm going with the Buffalo Bills in this game. I'm not really sold on New York Jets yet.
I'm not either. They have to really test their dominance for weeks 1 through 3 for me in order for them to believe in game.
Yeah, I agree. All right, next game we have also 1:00 on Fox. We have the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. Girl, who do you have in this game?
I think we might come to our first disagreement. I have to take a chance on this one. I like Washington, but I'm going with the Eagles.
That is not our first disagreement. I agree with you, and we are going with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm very impressed.
Yes, I am going with the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm still not sold on the Washington Redskins just yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. But, yeah, because I almost picked the Redskins.
I did too. I almost picked them, but then I changed it.
Yeah. All right, next game. Also, 1:00 on CBS, we have the Oakland Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. Now, this should be a very easy one. Derek, who do you have in this game?
Oh, you already know. Oakland Raiders. I got them in this game.
Me too. Got them in definitely.
Even though the Titans are rising and shining, man, the AFC South, I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to look at them.
It's going to be interesting between Tennessee, Houston, and Jacksonville. The Colts going to place last.
Yeah, they're going to place last. Yeah, I don't think they're going anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going anywhere.
All right, next game, a very interesting game. Two teams that are rising. 1:00 p.m. game on CBS. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans, the AFC battles in the South. Daryl, who do you have in this game?
I had to think about this one for a moment, so I'm going ahead and take this chance. I'm going with the Jags.
Oh, you too, Daryl.
I'm going with the Jags, man.
Yeah, I'm going with the Jacksonville Jaguars myself. Got to. I'm not sold on Houston in this game. However, I do look for them to give them some competition, but I don't see them winning this game.
And for Houston to actually win back-to-back AFC South titles, I just don't.
Because Jacksonville wasn't built up at that time. Tom Coughlin came in. I'm sure he's gonna make some very more long changes. So.
And I also believe that the Jaguars defense is going to give a lot of hell to the AFC South.
Oh yeah.
That's just the AFC South. The Jaguars will give hell to the AFC South teams, the Texans, the Titans, and the Colts. It's going to give them all kinds of crap.
They're going to give them crap. All right, next game, 1:00 on Fox. We had the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. This is going to be a very interesting game. Matt Stafford got a 5-year extension off the Detroit Lions, making him the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. So who do you have in this game?
Well, Matt Stafford's going to be the biggest loser in this game. I got the Cardinals.
Me too, girl. Me too.
I got the Cardinals.
That one. I'm with you. That's not
even because you scored big on that contract extension. That don't mean you scoring big on this one, buddy boy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he scored jack.
Not at all. All right, next game also on Fox, 1:00 p.m. Eastern time game. We have the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Daryl, who do you have in this game?
Birds, baby. Falcons.
I'm with it. Birds. Without a shadow of a doubt, would be the Birds.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next game, 1:00 on CBS. We have the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Daryl, who do you have in this game?
The AFC North rival, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
I got the Ravens.
So do I. Man, we are on the right track on the actually thinking alike. It's very odd.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's very scary.
Oh, yeah. All right, next game. Also, 1 o'clock on CBS, we have the AFC North battle, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Who do you have in this game?
Steelers.
No doubt.
Steelers.
No doubt. I got that.
Like I said, I see that the Browns going to have a pretty bounce back season, but that don't mean they can give Steelers some kind
Let's just say this. What you said about Jacksonville and their defense giving hell to the AFC South is what the Pittsburgh Steelers is going to do in the North.
Okay. I can agree to that. Absolutely.
Especially the Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland's just not – I don't think they can rise to the challenge just yet.
Well, is Deshaun Kaiser the new quarterback for the Browns?
Yes.
Okay. I expect him to run the football a lot too.
Well, yeah, as long as they don't put a quarterback spy on them, but, it's going to be interesting to see how.
I don't see them doing that right this moment. I really don't.
They may not. That will be their only way to win the game is probably to
run the football.
Run the ball, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Our first very late afternoon game, this is technically not an afternoon game. This is a 4:05 game, but it's technically a 1:05 game on CBS. The Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Rams. Daryl, who do you have in this game? This may be our first disagreement.
I'm not a believer in Scott Tolzien. I got the Rams.
Yeah, this is our first disagreement.
I got the Rams.
I'm not a firm believer in Scott Tolzien, but I'm a strong, firm believer in that defense. I'm going with the Colts. I'm going with the Colts on this one, Daryl.
Wow. I can't. I'm going to be honest. What I said that needed to improve, in my personal opinion, was the defense. Mm-hmm. But the main problem now that we need to focus on is the Colts offense. They're still falling apart. This is not the same Colts with the Peyton Manning era, where you can use time management to your advantage and still wins games and get 12 of them on the board. This is not the same Colts team that we're looking at because the offense is still shredded apart. The defense can hold together, but I don't think there'll be the reason why they can win this game. I can't believe in that.
Well, here's the thing that I look at with this. I look at what the Colts can do and what they can't do.
Right.
I look at what Los Angeles can do and what they can't do. The one thing that the Rams can do is run the football. Now, I can't believe that the Colts can stop that run, but they can't throw the football.
Right.
So I think that gives them an advantage. So I think that the Colts will win this game far more as of a field goal perspective versus a touchdown perspective.
Now that I can agree to. I can agree to that. But I think that the Rams will have more firepower on offense to actually beat the Colts on the field goals perspective.
We'll see. There's our first disagreement. We'll see. 4-5, CBS, Colts, Rams. All right, now here's our real late afternoon games. We'll start with the 4:25 game on Fox. We have the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. This is going to be our second disagreement. Daryl, it is. Who you have in this game? Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna tell you why it is. I had picked the Seahawks. They let me down. I got the Packers. I'm not going with the Seahawks. No.
All right. So me and Daryl we got an agreement on the pack. I'm going with the Green Bay Packers in this game.
I'm not going with the Seahawks.
I always went with Green Bay. I'm not shying away from Green Bay.
This one I'm shying away from Seattle this time. Maybe only this time. But probably next week, probably a whole other ball game. But this here,
FYI, next week, Seattle will be facing against we can automatically mark that down right now. They're going up against the San Francisco 49ers.
Well, wait a minute now. Now, you got to remember, that's an NFC.
I don't care.
Do you remember last year, San Francisco gave Seattle competition?
I'm proud of them, but still couldn't win.
I thought they did win.
Who, San Francisco?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably on the collar caper. Did the collar Kaepernick with the team?
No, I thought it was Blaine Gabbert.
Oh, you're right. Wait, that depends on when they played. Because Colin Kaepernick played towards the end of the year.
Okay.
But they did play one more time. I believe it was towards the end of the year, and I think Colin Kaepernick did. I think that was one of their 2 wins. I think.
Probably.
Quote me on that. Next game, 4:25 on Fox. We had the Carolina Panthers in them. Speaking of which, the San Francisco 49ers. Daryl, who do you have in this game?
You already know, man. The Panthers.
Got the Cats. So do I.
I do. The one real cat, the McCaffrey guy, Christian McCaffrey.
He's going to get
he's
really going to hurt.
He is going to be, in my personal opinion, in what I call the brick wall of the offense.
Yeah, he's going to give them hell.
Yes, he is.
He's going to give them hell.
Yes, he is.
Shut it down.
Mm-hmm. That little rookie's going to tear them cats up.
Yes, he is.
Too much speed. Too much durability. He's too flexible.
Yes, he is. He's too flexible. I love Christian McCaffrey, and I look for him to have a very effective rookie season.
Me too.
All right. Sunday night. Daryl, we have an issue with this because you picked this in particular team against this same team in the I want to say the divisionals of just this last season. 8:30 NBC, the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Daryl, who is it this time, Phil?
Okay, now remember we were just talking about the Seahawks and Packers. I had chose them. They let me down. Giants and the Cowboys. I picked the Giants. They didn't let me down. Repeat. G-Men.
All right.
G-Men. They did not let me down, and I'm going with them again.
All right. I got to go against you. I'm going with the Cowboys.
You doing it again, huh?
Yep, I'm going with the Cowboys. I like what the Giants put together on offense, but I'm just not sure how the defense will put up with this year.
Well, yeah, and the aspect that you speak of defense, the defense has been pretty poor, which is why they have not been in the playoffs because of the defense. The offense is still riding the stride barely. They on strings.
Yeah.
But the defense has to hold together for the Giants for offense to win the game. So I agree to that aspect, but with the Cowboys, they can shred them into pieces.
Right.
They just can.
Okay. So there you have it. So now we go on to these last 2 games, starting with the Monday night, September 11th game, 7:10 p.m. Eastern time on ESPN. We have the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. This is a very interesting matchup with Adrian Peterson going to the New Orleans Saints after the Minnesota Vikings didn't re-sign him or didn't sign him or whatever they did. Daryl, after consideration, who do you pick?
Adrian Peterson said, I want my revenge. I believe him.
I got the Saints. Me too. Now, I don't go against Minnesota.
Adrian
Peterson. He was the reason why that team were where they were.
Yeah.
When Brett Favre came in after he left Green Bay, having to be able to really effectively do the play action so defenses can bite off of it, how they couldn't be stopped. Ain't none of that no more. Ain't none of that. Drew Brees, he is one of the best to sell a play action. Not the best, one of the best to sell the play action.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian Peterson in that backfield, being able to run over defenses and then be able to play action.
I think he's a lot more healthier too. So this is not looking good for the Vikes, man.
I'm looking for the Saints to win this game.
Me too,
no doubt about that. I'm looking for the Saints to win this game. As long as their defense can hold up on that end, they should be good.
I agree.
All right, and lastly but not least, 10:20 p.m. Eastern time, also on ESPN, following the Saints and the Vikings, we have the AFC West battle, the San Diego Chargers and the Denver Broncos. I'm sorry, the Los Angeles Chargers.
I didn't even catch that.
I did. And the Denver Broncos. Daryl?
I had to think about this long and hard.
Me too.
There's absolutely no reason why to do that, but I had to think long and hard about it. Mm-hmm. And after considerations, I'm taking my chances. I'm going with the Broncos.
I agree. I definitely agree with that. There's no argument with that. I'm gonna go with the Broncos because the Chargers had a real hard time shutting down the Broncos anyway.
Yes,
So
they did.
I'm
Yes, they did.
just gonna stick with them.
Me too. There's nothing else for that. So,
All right, that's all of our predictions for Week 1.
Yeah, we got what? 2 disagreements.
Yep, and that was the
Colts and Rams.
Colts and the Rams, and the
Giants and the Cowboys.
Yep.
There you have it. So they're going to be 2 games that we're going to be keeping the peculiar eye on. And it's the Colts and Rams and the Giants and the Cowboys.
Yep.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The predictions for Week 1. All right. Last portion of the show. Final thoughts there. You got anything?
Week 1. Let's do this.
Yeah, Week 1. It's going to be very interesting. And of course, one of my eyes to the game I want to look at is the Chiefs and the Patriots game. Even though we both agreed to the Patriots winning that game,
I would love to be proven wrong.
Me too. This one I wouldn't mind being proven wrong. Everything else, well, the Colts and the Rams, I want to be I don't know. I really don't know. I really couldn't even tell you there.
Well, I'm also looking for that Giants and Cowboys game.
That right there.
I'm looking for that game right there.
I don't know, because the Cowboys, they have a lot of potential. That I'm not going to lie about. I will admit that the Cowboys have a lot of potential against the Giants this year. They do. And both of the games that they play them twice a year.
Oh,
divisionals. Do they play twice a year?
You talking about just divisionals in general?
Yeah, just divisionals.
Yes, they do. They play twice a year.
They play twice a year, and both of the games that was played was decided by, I think, 7 points or less. So both defenses came to play. So I don't know how the defense is going to be looking on both sides this year, just because of how their ability to string together a win. So, and the Cowboys looked good last year too. They finished 13-3, or 12-4.
I believe it was 13-3.
Yeah.
Well, it was supposed to be 12-4 when Pittsburgh scored that go-ahead touchdown, but Ezekiel Elliott had other plans.
Yeah, he had other plans.
He had other plans.
And plus, with him probably being gone, so, well, he is gone, but the matter of being his suspension reduced is the bigger question.
Yeah, I believe that.
Keep an eye on.
I still think they should be okay. That's just me.
Yeah. And in that case, if there's nothing else, we can go ahead and wrap this baby up and get on out of here.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. That is another edition of Double Take Sports Talk. If you like what you see, you give this video a thumbs up. How you feel about today's show, you just comment in the comment section below. As usual, we are here. Of course, we're on the social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just hit us up there. If you have any questions for us in particular, anything in general, you could just ask us on the social media sites, and we're here. But until then, I'm Daryl. Darren's on the opposite side.
Yep.
All right. Thank you for tuning in to our special edition of Week 1 NFL Podcast. Welcome back. Catch up with us on another episode of Double Take Sports Talk. Until then, ciao. Double Take Sports Talk here with me, Daryl Watts. As many of you know, me and Darren enjoy talking sports and giving out stats, but we also enjoy entertaining while doing it. So with that being said, you can check us out on the social media side and get more involved in our podcast. We're on Twitter at DTST2414, or you like us on Facebook, Double Take Sports Talk page at The Watch Brothers. We're also on YouTube. Like, share, do what you got to do with that. Once again, we don't mind. Also, we are finally back on the podcast app for audio-only purposes for those who enjoy audio-only of our podcast. We're also on the blog, feature critical thinking and analysis, and you can check that out at Double Take Sports Talk.blogspot.com. Thanks again.